Everything we think we know about our place in the universe might change in a single day. November 19th. That is the date NASA has chosen to reveal a set of images that have been kept under tight wraps. This isn't just a standard press release, it is a coordinated global event. They are broadcasting it live on the new NASA Plus platform, on their website, on YouTube, and even on Amazon Prime Video. Think about that for a second. When was the last time a simple comet got a streaming deal on Amazon? That singular fact should tell you that what they are about to show us is not normal. It is unprecedented. We are talking about the object identified as 3I Atlas. To the casual observer, it might look like just another bright streak in the night sky. But to the astrophysicists analyzing the telemetry data behind the scenes, it is an anomaly that defies easy explanation. Before we go deeper, make sure to follow this page to not miss any updates and discoveries that science still can't fully explain. The anticipation is so high that NASA has opened unprecedented channels for the public to ask questions live during the broadcast. They are mobilizing planetary probes, deep space network antennas, and orbital observatories just to track it. Why? Because this object isn't behaving like a rock. It isn't behaving like a ball of ice. And if the whispers from certain corners of the scientific community are true, the images we are about to see might confirm a theory that half the world is terrified to even whisper, and the other half has been waiting for their entire lives. This massive scientific dragnet isn't just for show. NASA's current missions allow us to track 3I Atlas through almost its entire journey across our solar system. We have probes, spacecraft, and ground-based observatories all watching from different angles. This offers a triangulation of data we have never had before. But what exactly is 3I Atlas? Technically, it is likely only the third object we have ever detected that originated from outside our own solar system. Before this, we had the famous Oumuamua in 2017, the cigar-shaped anomaly that sparked a global debate. Then came Borisov in 2019. After that, silence. The radar was empty for years. That is until July 1st, when the Atlas Observatory System, funded by NASA, picked up a faint signal, hence the name. But as soon as they calculated the orbit, the alarm bells started ringing. This visitor came from deep interstellar space. It possesses a chemical composition that doesn't fit our standard models, and frankly, it is behaving in a way that normal comets just shouldn't behave. Now, before the internet rumor mill spins out of control, we need to be clear. 3I Atlas poses zero risk to Earth. We have analyzed the trajectory, and it isn't coming for us. Its minimum distance from our planet will be about 274 million kilometers. To put that in perspective, that is almost twice the distance from the Earth to the Sun. So this isn't a disaster movie, it's a detective story. The real headline isn't how close it gets to Earth, but how close it got to Mars. In early October, 3I Atlas skimmed past the red planet at a distance of just 30.5 million kilometers. This was a golden ticket. It allowed NASA to turn its fleet of Martian orbiters and telescopes toward the object, capturing details that are impossible to see from our vantage point here on Earth. The goal is simple, but profound. Interstellar objects are packages delivered from other stars. They carry material formed in conditions completely different from our solar system. Effectively, 3I Atlas is an alien time capsule. NASA isn't just looking for pretty pictures. They want the hard data. They want to show us actual photos of the comet's nucleus, precise temperature readings, and chemical spectra. They want to understand exactly how or if the object is fragmenting. But the most critical part of this presentation will be the comparison. They need to place 3I Atlas side by side with Oumuamua and Borisov to find patterns in these interstellar travelers. However, while NASA prepares to release these high-resolution images, one name has returned to the headlines, reigniting a controversy that has divided the scientific community down the middle. Avi Loeb. He is a Harvard astronomer, the former chair of the astronomy department, and the same man who famously investigated the interstellar object Oumuamua. According to Loeb, we need to stop assuming. He suggests that 3I Atlas might not be a comet at all. He proposes a possibility that makes most traditional scientists uncomfortable, that this could be an interstellar spacecraft maneuvering through our system. For the vast majority of researchers, the explanation is comfortable and safe. They view 3I Atlas as a natural object, likely a chunk of frozen carbon dioxide, just a rock, nothing more. But Loeb criticizes this standard view. The theoretical physicist, who has become a polarizing figure in the field, argues that there are too many data points that simply do not match the behavior of a common comet. He points to the unusual chemical signature. He points to its strange, precise close approaches to different planets. He highlights its size, which appears larger than expected, and crucially, its trajectory. The path of the object seems to deviate slightly from what gravity alone should dictate. In Loeb's view, these characteristics are flags. They could indicate that the object is artificial, perhaps manufactured by an advanced civilization. When critics attacked him for speculating too wildly, Loeb hit back hard. He stated clearly, the verdict has not yet been given. He is waiting for the data. But the contrast is stark. On one side, NASA says it's a rock. On the other, a Harvard professor says we might be looking at technology. This is exactly why the NASA event this Wednesday promises to be explosive. The stakes are incredibly high. The new images could slam the door shut, confirming the natural origin of the object. Or they could blow the door wide open, initiating a new global conversation about alien technology right as 3I Atlas crosses our system. Avi Loeb isn't backing down. In his recent interviews, he reinforces a core principle. Scientific curiosity must come before premature certainty. He stated that this is how science should be done. It is like a detective story. And any colleague who claims to know for a fact that this is just a common comet isn't being truly curious or imaginative about the possibilities of nature. Loeb ends his position with a sharp message to the establishment. Let's wait and see what the subject is in the coming weeks, instead of giving a verdict now. To many, this sounds like a direct provocation to the traditional scientific community. It is an invitation to keep an open mind. But other researchers take the opposite view. They claim Loeb is merely surfing the wave of public interest, capitalizing on our desire to believe in something more, and they simply don't take his provocations seriously. Meanwhile, the object itself continues its silent journey. 3I Atlas will make its closest pass to Earth on December 19th. It will sit at a range of about 170 million miles from our planet. That is far enough to be completely safe, but close enough to allow for a period of privileged observation before it fades back into the darkness of interstellar space. And there is more. In March of next year, it will make another critical approach, this time to Jupiter, the gas giant of our system. This opens a brand new window of opportunity. It means that probes currently operating in the outer solar system might get a chance to collect additional data on its nucleus, its velocity, and its unusual behavior. But perhaps the most frustrating part of this entire story isn't the physics. It involves a boring, frustrating human detail: bureaucracy. Martian probes equipped with the incredibly powerful high-rise camera already captured images of 3I Atlas when it passed close to Mars in early October. Those images exist, but they got stuck in internal delays caused by the recent United States government shutdown. Now, rumors suggest that NASA might finally release these Martian records in the upcoming days as part of their information dump. If that happens, it could be the single biggest breakthrough in the study of an interstellar object since Oumuamua. Of course, Avi Loeb returned to directly criticize the bureaucracy that delayed access to the probe's images. In his blog, he wrote, "The sharing of scientific data should have been prioritized over bureaucratic rules because the data is urgent, given that we plan additional observations of Atlas." For Loeb, every day of delay could mean the loss of crucial information about the object's behavior. In another post made earlier this month, Loeb reinforced the importance of the high-rise camera images. According to him, these records could finally solve one of the biggest unknowns: the actual size of 3I Atlas. The core of the disagreement lies in a phenomenon known as non-gravitational acceleration. When a normal comet gets close to the Sun, the heat causes ice on its surface to turn into gas. This outgassing acts like a tiny rocket engine, pushing the comet slightly off its predicted course. We see this all the time. It is standard physics. The problem with objects like Oumuamua and potentially 3I Atlas is that we sometimes see this acceleration without seeing the massive tail of gas that should be causing it. If there is no visible gas jet, what is pushing it? This is where Loeb's imagination takes over. If it's not gas, could it be light pressure pushing against a solar sail? Could it be an artificial propulsion system? Conventional scientists argue that the gas might just be invisible to our senses, perhaps made of pure water vapor or hydrogen that we missed. But until we get those high-resolution images from the NASA reveal, both possibilities remain on the table. Loeb's hypotheses regarding the possible alien origin are generating strong skepticism among experts around the world. But he isn't backing down. He defends that as long as the data is not completely analyzed, any definitive conclusion is premature. It comes down to a fundamental philosophy, the willingness to investigate the unknown, no matter how strange it seems. Loeb has publicly admitted that 3I Atlas is, in all probability, just a comet. He knows the odds, but he insists on keeping the door open to that remote possibility. And that is exactly what puts him on a collision course with the establishment. In his blog, he drew a line in the sand, stating, "The truth about the nature of Atlas will be revealed by publicly shared data, not by narratives created by people who control the information. And now, for the first time, we are standing on the precipice. We are days away from finally seeing these images. The expectation for the event on November 19th is enormous, because when this data is finally revealed, it will do one of two things. It will either confirm the obvious, or it will open a door to something completely unexpected. What we discover in the coming weeks might be our only chance to understand what or who is traveling through our system. Is it an exotic comet, an unusual interstellar rock, or is it technology crossing space in silence? Consider the timing of all this. We are living in a golden age of detection. Our telescopes and sensors are finally sensitive enough to catch these fleeting visitors. 10 years ago, 3I Atlas likely would have passed through our system entirely unnoticed. It would have been a ghost in the dark, a secret kept by the void. But now, we are watching, we are tracking, and with the Jupiter approach coming next March, the story won't end with the November reveal. That is just the opening chapter of a much longer observation. Whether this turns out to be a frozen remnant of a dead solar system or something built by hands we cannot imagine, the implication is the same. The universe is far more active and far more crowded with debris than we ever thought. If Avi Loeb is right, we might be ignoring a phone call from our neighbors. If NASA is right, we are unlocking the chemical history of the galaxy. Either way, looking up has never been more important. Make sure to follow this page so you don't miss the official NASA image release. We will be covering everything the moment it drops, because the answers are incoming. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next mystery of the universe.